It's Tuesday the 16th of September.
It's the second day of Freshers Week.
We're coming to you live from our studio in the Forum.
I'm Flora Stewart.
And I'm Alistair Heath. And we had a great day yesterday presenting the first of our live shows, and we can't wait to have you back today.
Definitely. We really hope you enjoyed the second episode of Freshers Week Live. Good morning to you all. Thanks a lot for joining us for the second episode of Freshers Week Live. We are live here in the XTV studio and it's the Tuesday the 16th. Today we've got a lot of things coming up on the show, but first let's have a think. Did you enjoy yesterday's show, Alistair?
Yes, it was great to be here. It was great to show all the freshers and everyone else out there just what's going on. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Let us know at XTV Online on Twitter, and also let us know what you're doing today, because we'd love to see what you're planning. But coming up on today's show, we have a load of stuff, don't we, Flora?
We do. We're going to be looking at what's happening today, so you can get your lowdown of what you might want to get involved with. We're also going to be talking to some media representatives, a lot of society representatives too. And what else, Alistair?
We've got even more stuff as well. We'll be telling you which clubs are in Exeter and which may suit you and which ones you'll enjoy, as well as we'll be looking back on the highlights of yesterday as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. This is This Week in X.
So you've had your first day of Freshers Week and you've cracked Exeter. You know all the societies you want to join, you've made all the friends you're ever going to need, and you know your way around the city like you've lived here all your life. If this applies to you, then we wish you all the best. For everyone else, this is This Week in X. RAG, Exeter's Raise and Give Society, will be outside the Forum all day from 10 with opportunities to meet the current committee. If you're interested in doing something for charity, then this is an absolute must. Don't forget to also check out their Freshers Market from 11 to sample some of the best local food that Exeter has to offer. For all you budding thespians out there are a huge range of opportunities on offer for you today. The Exeter University Theatre Company, or UTCO for short, will be having an introductory workshop at 2 in the M&D room, with the musical theatre group Footlights offering a similar event in their meet and greet at 3 in the Ram Bar. If neither of these events satisfy your love for the stage, then the Gilbert and Sullivan Society will be having a taster session at 12:30 in the Northcote Theatre, whilst Theatre with Teeth will be heading to the picturesque Cathedral Green at 12. If you're more of a media person than a Medea person, don't worry, because there's plenty for you to get stuck into today, as all three of Exeter's medias will be going into event overdrive. The university newspaper Expose will be giving you the opportunity to meet the editors at 1 in the media office. So if you're interested in becoming a journalist or just like to write, then you don't want to miss this. Expression FM will be having a production taster session in their offices at 4, with specific taster sessions for the radio station happening across the day. Neither of these events to your taste? Well, XTV will be having their sketch workshop at 1 in Cornwall House, with opportunities to write, act and film comedy, as well as meet a whole host of new people. Then you don't want to miss this. We'll also be having a film-themed pub crawl later on this evening, starting at 8 in the Ram Bar and concluding at the Old Firehouse. Alternatively, Campus Cinema will be kicking off this year with a series of discounted film screenings in the M&D room. Starting tonight with X-Men Days of Future Past, this is the perfect way to relax and see off a great day. As always, these have just been the highlights. For more information, make sure to check out the Guild website for a full listing of today's events. I'm Amy Young, and this has been This Week in X.
Wow, that was a really great selection of events. A feast. I want to use the word smorgasbord, but I don't know if that's a real word. So there's an absolute smorgasbord of events going on today. But of course, there's also stuff going on in the evenings and late into the night as well, in the form of Exeter's clubs. So Flora, which club is your favourite?
I'm going to say it depends on the day and what's going on. I feel like Cavern, great club, that's just on Gandhi Street, so it's a little bit out the way, but it's got some great stuff. I know in my Freshers Week we went to an electro swing night, which was really unusual. How about you?
I have to say, I know it's not original, but my favourite night is Arena. It's always guaranteed a good night, especially Mondays as well. Original Sin Take It Over, DJ will be he's the only DJ who I know their name, so he must be good. So yeah, that's my favourite. But do you have any sort of horror stories or hilarious anecdotes from nights out?
I did see someone fall into a bin, which is always funny, but I also really enjoyed the Christian Union coming down and giving us sandwiches at the Lemmy.
Oh yeah, they always do Love at the Lemmy. So yeah, get your free not jam sandwiches, isn't it? From then. But you can also. What else is there? Yeah, my favourite night is Arena Mondays, as I said, because I almost won a paddling pool off them. But of course, you have to decide for yourself which is your favourite night out. So use this VT, this clip, which is Which Club Are You?
Sorry about some technical difficulties there. That was actually our Monday montage showing you what happened yesterday. We're going to be rolling our club feature in a few minutes. So Alistair, you were out and about yesterday. Can you tell us about the kind of atmosphere there?
Well, as you can see from the feature we did just play, with the Monday montage, it was a really great day. There was loads of stuff going on. Probably the highlight of the day was walking up and down the Forum Hill. We saw snow sports. They were out in force with an incredible looking GP truck 4x4 thing and a camera drone, which was cool. They were going around getting loads of shots overhead of people, which was incredible. That's I think they're one of the largest sports societies on campus as well. So if you see them, it's definitely worth checking out.
Sure, and of course there's so many other societies that you can join, so many activities you can be getting on with. But next up, we're going to be looking at a society rundown.
No, we've
That
sorry.
is incorrect.
Sorry. First we have the club feature that
That's
was
right.
promised earlier. But just out of interest, we've yesterday we also had the media marquee. We'll be meeting the media people yesterday. There's of course an XTV social later on today, which is your chance to go and check out all the clubs as well. You can check out a few venues in and around Exeter. So this is I've forgotten what it is. No, I've not. It's Which Club Are You?
With such a large number of clubs in Exeter, it can be difficult knowing which one to go for. Every club is different, serving different drinks, playing different music and attracting a different kind of people. Now whilst we recommend that you go to every club in Exeter, for those of you that want a shortlist, this is the best way to find out which club is for you. Arguably Exeter's biggest and busiest club, Timepiece boasts 3 floors as well as a downstairs bar that serves drinks right up until closing time. Timepiece is at its busiest on Wednesdays when Exeter Sports Society hold its socials here, but also on Mondays when it showcases the best that campus bands have to offer. And if that's not enough, there's a burger bar outside in case you get those post-night out munchies. If getting down to the music of your childhood sounds like a good night to you, then Arena's Cheesy Tuesdays is where you want to head. There's songs to make you dance, songs to make you cringe, and songs to make you wish that you could go back to a simpler time before university. Arena also plays host to a variety of different nights, featuring all the best top 40 songs. If you go there, you're going to make sure you want to try their signature drink too, the Younger Bomb. Do you consider yourself an alternative kind of person? Do you prefer toying with your vinyl player rather than scouring iTunes for new chart hits? Well, if you prefer getting down to the replacements than Rihanna, then Cavern may be the club for you. Arguably the best place to listen to live music in Exeter, the highlights of Cavern include its Indie Saturday Club and its new Mahatma Music Nights. Cavern has also played host to Royal Blood and Muse, with a guest list that's only going to get better and more impressive as the years go on. The Lemon Grove is said to be a rite of passage for many students at Exeter, and with good reason. One night at the Lemon Grove immediately takes you back to your favourite school disco, complete with overpriced drinks, tacky lights and some questionable dancing. Many people also come to the Lemon Grove in order to avoid the older customers that are in the clubs in the city, or to meet new friends. This is a haven for those kind of people because they can always run back to their accommodation if the night isn't going their way. If you haven't been wowed by any of our choices so far, the Mosaic may have the credentials to win you over. With 2 dance floors of the latest music and an extensive cocktail list, this is certainly a club for everyone. On the bottom, it plays some of the best music from the UK's top 40 chart hits, while on the top floor, it plays stuff from the UK's rising bass scene. Head down there on Monday to see it at its busiest. I'm Adam Smith, and I hope this has helped you find out which club is for you.
So now that you know which clubs are available in Exeter for you to explore by the night, I think it's time, I think we should talk about the societies that you can visit the taster sessions in the day. Of course, we're part of XTV, which is probably the best society on campus. Definitely consider joining, and if you do join, you'll be put into a draw to win a Canon 1100D. That's a really quite good DSLR camera. And so you can also tweet us at XTV Online to find out more about the society, or you can come down and visit our studio, can't you? It's yeah, come and visit us. But Flora, I'm curious, which societies other than XTV, obviously, are you part of?
Obviously, other than XTV, I also did do a bit of stuff with Expression, which is the radio show. Also Dance Sock, which was brilliant. They have so many different varieties of dance you can do. There was contemporary, there was jazz, there was street, which I felt very cool doing. What about you, Alistair?
I don't think I'm quite up to street dancing, or maybe you know, I can do the jazz hand, so I could lend a hand to jazz. No, I've joined Game of Thrones Society. A friend of mine founded that in first year, so it's been great. Working for that and helping organise some of the events there. They've got some stuff on later today. If you fancy a picnic by the Cathedral Green, go for that. But we'll have Game of Thrones and the rest of the fandoms and those societies, so DocSoc and a few others. We'll have them on the sofa here on Thursday, so definitely tune back in for that. But also sports societies as well. I did a bit of basketball, not so good at it, but yeah, any sports yourself? Or?
It's not sports for me. Maybe this year I'm thinking of joining climbing, who knows, but the point is there are so many societies that you can get involved with, so I think it's really important that you do a bit of research, check out what you might want to join and get down to the Freshers' Fair, because that is the best place for it. We're going to be running through some societies now, so here is our society rundown.
sorry about that. We believe there was a problem with the sound, but rest assured the video will be put on our YouTube channel, which if you're watching live, you can click subscribe and you will get that sent straight to your inbox. So definitely stick around because it will be there. Sorry once again for those technical difficulties, but we can still do a bit of a quick rundown with some great societies right here, because we have the heads of X Media, that's Expose, Expression, and of course XTV as well. We have them here in the studio with us. So yeah, guys, it's good to have you. How has your Freshers Week been so far? Good?
Doing really well, thanks.
Good. Do you want to share everyone your names and what societies you're part of and what it is that your role in the society is?
Okay, so I'm Harrison. I edit Expose over the channel.
I'm Luke, I'm station manager at Expression FM.
Brilliant.
We're Nick and Alex, XTV station managers. That's Alex, I'm Nick.
Apologise for looking a bit flustered. We're not used to being in front of cameras and we're behind them.
Yeah, they've just taken a quick break from filming with us and setting all this up to do the interview as well.
So what would you say was your society's main goal this year? Can we have a little along the line, if that's possible?
Shall I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be worth sharing the microphone round and passing
Thanks,
it around. So
Alistair. I think probably Expression's main one is to just have more of a presence on campus, and obviously one of our main priorities is listeners. So we just want to get as many listeners and as much interaction as possible, really.
Definitely. And how can we listen to your show?
Well, we're online at expressionfm.info, and also if you've got an FM radio in the area, if you're old school like that, you can go tune into 87.7, or you can go on TuneIn, which is another website which you can tune in through. Or we might be in the forum. We're here all week, or you can just come outside and see us in person.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Our main aim is to continue being the best student media on campus.
Controversial views from Gemma here.
Yeah, just carry on.
Yeah,
Doing
I
good.
think we said to really pump the front page, make the front pages really good this year. That was one of our main aims, and similar to Luke, we said just try and get as many readers as possible, basically. So similar stuff like that, be a bit controversial, maybe get some good stories to go national and stuff. So
Yeah, definitely.
that
Good
would be
stuff.
the aim.
And how about XTV?
Yeah, what are our aims for the year?
We can't comment at this stage as we don't have a microphone.
Pass it to the back of the sofa. Is that Harrison's leg?
Well, this year, our primary aims are basically to get more people watching, as with Expression, and then to increase the quality and probably variety of our output, simply because we've done big live equipment upgrade, which means that we're now able to present this sort of show to you, and we've enhanced the sort of viewing channels through which we can be viewed with our new XTV On website, which you can access at www. You can access at xtvonline.co.uk/on, nice and simple, and that will sort of have from like 4 p.m. till midnight every single day, just a whole load of our content running just like a TV show, which you can pause.
Yeah. So sort of an on-demand thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're
Yeah, it's
using
great.
obviously YouTube as we always have for the rest of it. So yeah.
It's great.
Very
For everyone watching at home, if they really want to get involved with X Media, where are the opportunities and how do they go about getting involved with your specific areas?
So for us, it's just a case of signing up at the activities fair, which is 10 till 4 in the forum. We're like under the stairs in a little crafty position there, and then you just get signed onto our mailing list, and you get content calls, and then you can reply or pitch your own articles from there and write stuff from that.
Yeah. We soon to have an app coming out, so downloading that will be brilliant. Keeping track with the website and picking us up on campus. It's the best way to read us, and just getting involved by signing up.
So people can come to you with ideas for articles or articles they've already written and say, hey, are you guys interested in this? And you never know, it might get into Expose,
Yeah, of course.
whatever campus. How about Expression then?
Well, we've got events all week around campus, and we have different taster sessions for our different teams. We've got news, sport, scripted, and music. And so we've got different taster sessions, so you can come and try and see what it's like. And like with Exposure, you can we'll be at the Freshers' Fair on Saturday, so you can join up there. We're also doing a live outside broadcast from the forum. So the whole team's there. We're blasting all the big tunes, and so you come and say hi, really.
Yeah, definitely. And from XTV as well, how do we get involved with that? If people want to get involved, and what's going on?
Well, this week we obviously have a live show every morning at 10 a.m. I don't know if you knew about that. That's quite exciting. You can probably see us right now on it, so that's great. We got our 2 workshops this week: a screen acting workshop and an animation workshop. Look at the Guild Guide for when and where.
But also, if you are watching it live, then you've still got time to come to today's workshop, which is a comedy sketch workshop, which is happening later today at 1 o'clock. And we do have flyers, which we'll be handing around, and if you come to our studio here, then you can get some flyers and you can find out exactly where and when all of our events and workshops are.
Yeah, and once you join up, you'll find out how to make your own show and get trained.
Of course, Alistair, this is largely a formality, as any viewers that are currently watching XTV will also be aware of the means of communicating with XTV and enjoying our content, and so we thank you all for watching.
Yes, because we've already said contact us Twitter at XTV online if you want to get in contact or anything. Yeah.
Definitely. Any freshers tips for people out there thinking of joining media societies? Anything that they can be preparing to like get themselves involved, or would you just say come along, join up, and do your best? Any tips?
Yeah, pretty much just show your face, I guess. The other medias, we've got a couple of taster sessions. We've got Meet the Editors today at 1 till 2 in M&D, and then on Thursday 1 till 4 in our little swanky office that is looking remarkably messy. So yeah, come along to those and go to proofing. Just kind of like get your face known, I guess, and try and write as much as you can. That's pretty much the key for doing well in expose, I think, early on.
Brilliant. And expression, any tips?
I'll just say get stuck in, really, because there's just every society is doing so many events throughout the week. And so, I remember when I was first year, it's nerve-wracking, but I think once you do it, it's really rewarding, and it's definitely worth it.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. Okay. Anything from XTV to pass the mic back?
Non-media related tip.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Non-media related tip is simply please do not queue at the Ram bar. That is the only tip. It's the bane of many servers' lives, and when people suddenly form an orderly queue heading up to a bar, it just seems weird. That's my one sort of.
What would you suggest then? Is it?
Well, as with any other bar, Flora, it's conventional for people to sort of walk up to the bar and stand in a sort of horizontal line.
There we go, guys. Walk up to the bar.
It's a bar, not a shop.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. Yeah, Nick, have you got any suggestions for freshers out there, or?
I think that was a pretty good suggestion there.
Yeah, it's been ongoing. The should we queue at the Ram saga?
No, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. That's the answer. Definitive. Of course, the ex-media societies also have a lot of socials going on throughout the week, but also throughout the year as well. Do you guys want to comment on that as well? Because there's, I know Expression has some intramural teams and some things like that. So moving away from the media, what sort of social life can we expect if we join ex-media?
I think we're a fairly social bunch most of the time. Maybe less so XTV.
Burn.
Absolute burn. No. Yeah, get involved with like ex-media ball at the end of the year. That's a really good one to go to, I think. And we just have like random socials around at different places for expose. And we're doing an intramural football team this year, which is a new addition to the social calendar. I can't think of much else.
Social coming up at the Firehouse very soon, and you'll hear about that more if you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Yeah.
Brilliant. And how can they do that? What's your links? Do you know them?
I think facebook.com/expose.
Pretty simple.
I think works, and at expose. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And you can follow all our sections too, which is at expose. And then section.
Great. And is that the same for Expression? Pretty straightforward?
Well, quite similar, yeah. Once people sign up at the Freshers' Fair, they'll be invited to the Facebook groups and invited to all the events. With Expression, one of the best things I would say is the social life outside the studio. And like Exeter, we have a football intramural team, winner of the X-Media Cup last year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Definitive win.
yeah. It's important to stress as well that XTV, we want an intramural team, but we're not very good. So please come and join XTV if you're good at football and TV production as well, because we'd love that. But XTV, you have quite a few socials going on this week, don't you?
We do. We have the film fiesta, I believe, tonight. Is it tonight?
It is indeed tonight. We're meeting at 8 o'clock at the Ram, all dressed up in some glorious garb that sort of represents a film character that we feel a particular sort of affinity towards.
Yeah.
Or no one, or not dressing up.
Oh yeah, and then on Thursday we have we don't have a white T-shirt social like everyone else. No, we're being a bit different, and we're having a black T-shirt social.
Controversial.
Controversial.
A lot of controversy.
It's inverted the other way around. We've got a very short amount of time left, but I guess it's time to say that if you want to join, you of course can. There's also a combined membership for the first time in quite a while. There's a combined membership for £27. You can join all three of these great societies and Expose online as well. Plus, if you enter that or just sign up to XTV, you'll be entered to win the Canon 1100D. So thank you very much, X-Media people, for coming in. It's been nice to have you. But for now, it's time for the weather.
Hello. Today's weather is going to be a sunny 18 degrees with wind speeds up to 12 miles an hour. But it's going to be a very humid one today. So if you are heading out for the city or in the evening, be sure to wear something light, loose and breezy.
Today, but don't let any rain stop you. I don't know what the weather was. If there was rain, don't let it stop you.
We haven't been outside in days. The amount of planning for a live broadcast, it's great. But of course, if you want to be involved with a live broadcast or anything else that XTV does, you can come down to this studio each day at 10:30 after we finish the live broadcast for a studio tour and a chat with some of XTV's committee and members.
That's right, and if you've got anything you want to share with us, please do tweet us at XTV Online, or you can use the hashtag FreshesWeekLive. We'd love to hear any of your thoughts on the show or any questions you have about XTV in general.
But that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow when we'll have the Sabs on the sofa. Goodbye.
Thanks a lot.